Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third and final match of Week 2 of the TimmyB tournament. And it is once again on Raid on the Refinery. Our belligerents here today are the jumping, amazing, super optimistic Noodle Squad, Tea Time, the Crimson Sky Menace on the red team, versus the Gold Miners, the Rolling Ducks, and Hydra on the blue team.
Hail Hydra.
Matching. Hail Hydra, indeed. I'm
Hail
not
Hydra.
Not sure what kind of reference this is going on here, or weird religion.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Okay, ready. Let me just... Our password is a little bit esoteric this week, so bear with me as I get back in the game. All right.
And here we go. Raid on Refinery. Beautiful industrial dystopian map.
I like many of the names of the, the ships in this this match here. Moves like Quackga, part of Sammy BT's The Rolling Ducks ship.
Udon goofed.
Will the Rolling Ducks be able to get their satisfaction? I'm sure they'll try, and they'll try, and they'll try, and they'll try. But will they succeed? We shall see. And yes, Udon goofed with a gunner captain, it looks like. There's a dilly of a pickle right there.
Freya evoking Norse Valkyries into the battlefield. We'll see if that helps. And shenanigans. The spirit of Super Troopers is with us in the form of Trivy's squid. Fitting for a highway policeman, I think.
As for the final ship on the blue team, he seems yet to arrive. Let's take a quick look at the builds we see here. Udon goofed a mine flamer pirra. Harpoon on the side. That's very interesting.
Two squids. There's always that weird game you play in newbie lobbies where everyone was in a squid, at least back in the day. I don't know if they allow squids in noob lobbies anymore. There was always that one game you played. It was like everyone's like level 3 captains, and then just everybody takes squids, and it's just a race at that point.
Interesting. Yes, looks like blue team may very well be going double squid here. Some very bizarre builds, all I can say, for this situation. I mean, I would expect after, again, I hate to bring this up again, but after the Crimson Riders' dominating performance in the 3v3 capture point tournament with their Pyrrha heavy combination, I am just a little baffled why nobody's copying them, basically. But also glad, because we've seen some very interesting experimental builds.
Ooh. Are you looking at the Udon goofed? Look at the front guns on that.
Yes, I mentioned that earlier, Papa Paradox, if you were listening.
You overestimate me.
Apparently I do. I regret bringing you back now. I should have left you at Canadian University.
Oh, don't worry.
That's cold, dark place. That's cold, dark place.
I'm offended, deeply scarred. Man, we used to be so close.
We did, yeah. Well, and then you stopped listening to me, and it just damaged our relationship. What can I say? But anyway, let's not do this in public. Let's save this for the courts, not out here where the children can hear. In any event, Princess Tutu has joined the final spot on the blue team. Will be forming the gentlemanly, let's see, is it Tea Time? No, it's Hydra. Yes, Hydra. Ah, yes, Hydra, very, very gentlemanly. Shrug. I don't know. Okay.
If blue team manages to pull this build off, consider me dumbfounded.
Well, I consider you dumbfounded right now, to be honest.
Hey.
By that Flamer Mine Pyramidion. I'm not. How do you think this is working? How do you think this is meant? How do you think this is meant to work, Papa Paradox?
Literally annoy them to death.
Annoy them to death. Well,
annoy them to death.
I don't think that's actually going to work in real life, Papa Paradox. Regrettably,
I mean, the only way I see that working.
I think again,
2 Pyramidions and a goldfish. So maybe the squids try and tangle up 2 of the ships on their way to the next point.
I think Udon Goofed is going to have a very difficult time fighting those squids. I mean, he's going to have to catch them with mines while they're in mid-motion, and he's going to need to catch them with flames as they're ducking and diving up and down. That's going to be awkward at the best of times. Freya might have a little bit more luck as the blender fish. I can actually see the blue team working just because of the weirdness of You Done Goofed.
This is like a war being fought with pepper spray. All anyone has is pepper spray.
Yes, well.
Then you got the one guy over there with like bear mace. He didn't get the memo. A little over-equipped.
And then you've got the Myra Hilton is a mine Hades? Mine Hades? And also note the number of gunners on each team.
2. Man, what is... How do I even...
How do I...
Okay, so we have a gunner on the Myra Hilton. That is... That's a thing.
These guys had better get this match started before my monocle drops in my wine glass in shock. Any more of these unconventional builds. Look, guys, in this precinct, we do things by the book. All right? None of your maverick mine Hades flame shenanigans here. Shenanigans, ironically, is probably the least sort of shenanigans kind of ship here. I mean, like, Gat Caronade, that's not that hard to imagine. We've seen that work before. But
we do have a Gat Mortar Pyramidion. That's about as conventional as it gets here.
Poke is a Gat Mortar Pyramidion. It is fairly conventional Pyramidion. The Poke is fairly conventional Pyramidion with a fairly conventional Phoenix Claw, Kerosene, Hydro loadout for the part of Abby the Rat. Everyone remember to watch Abby the Rat's Clan Corner.
Hydrogen canister.
Check the forums for more information.
Going over some captain's builds here. Princess Tutu opting to take drug shoot. Moonshine. Moonshine. I mean, you beat the shit out of the engine so hard when you use Moonshine that I don't know if using Moonshine and then having the Phoenix Claw to compensate for that mine launcher is going to be very, very helpful. And they have a gunner. They're not even running 3 engineers, so it's going to get super panicky on that ship really quick.
Well, I'm trying to think of more Rolling Stones songs. I suddenly drawn... Oh, yes, Sympathy for the Devil.
That's what I was thinking.
Trying to think of more puns I can make during the game. There we go. This is why they're taking so long to start up, you see. They're giving me time for pun preparation. I very much appreciate that.
I must meditate.
I must meditate on my puns.
Paint it quack.
Oh, thank you for that, Rob. Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
I really was that on the stream or was that just in my ear?
That was on the stream. It wasn't in your head.
Oh, bugger! I could have stolen that. Pooh. Oh well. Oh, that was brilliant. Okay.
I can't follow that.
Sympathy for the duckling. There we go. Oh,
that was original.
Thank you. I'll show myself out.
Well, don't let that get you down.
Oh my goodness.
Think I'm squiddy?
Oh,
come on.
No, it's not really duck related though. That's the thing. Not bad. I give it a C plus. Ah, we have a veritable potpourri of connection problems here. First game of the night, we saw a bit of slow-mo. Fortunately, didn't last for too long. And now we are seeing players disconnect. Cadet has come back into the game. Hopefully, we are now ready to get under Ray, unless the captain starts to reconsider these insane builds. There we how it go. The entire blue team is now ticked up. We are ready to get underway. As I desperately try and think, I desperately look.
Man, I'm looking at Wikipedia trying to come up with
Rolling Stones discography. I'm gonna find like some weird B-side they did, like really early on.
Come
on, hurry, Wikipedia, before the match starts. Don't have much longer.
No.
My God, they've done a lot of songs. All right. Eagerly await beginning of the game. All right, Paradox, can you get me started on the lowdowns, please?
On the You Done Goofed, we have Mind Flamer front and Banshee Harpoon side. On the poke, we have Gap Mortar Pyramidion with Flamer Mine on the side. And last but not least, on the Freya, we have Carronade Goldfish with a mine and flame on either side.
And on the Moves Like Quacker, captained by TimmyB, we have a front Carronade, a side Flamer, and a rear mine launcher. On the Shenanigans, we have a front Carronade, side Gatling, rear mine launcher. And finally, on the Myra Hilton, captained by Princess Tutu, we have a front Hades, a mine launcher, a side mine launcher, and a side harpoon. And Myra Hilton takes a big ram off the poke, getting poked there. Meanwhile, on the point, we have... Oh, Fred, almost killed here.
Looks like Quagger just really low right now. Shenanigans getting mined, bouncing.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Shenanigans getting mined and flamed into oblivion. You done goof definitely hasn't goofed here as he takes down the squid. Well, shut my mouth. I thought he was going to have a really difficult time dealing with that squid, but that seems not to be the case. And now the three red ships are converging on the point. Myra Hilton's in big trouble. Poke's got the Arxon in. The mortar's about to come in.
And mines. Eventually. There's one. Knocking him to the side. It's like Quagger getting flamed by the poke. Ooh, another mine on the blue team.
Oh, that mine from You Done Goofed hit both Moves Like Quagger and Myra Hilton.
It looks like they're just going to chip him away with flame. You Done Goofed.
Goof. I mean, that flamer is a very powerful weapon. If you can just keep it on the sustained on them long enough that their chem sprays start messing up.
And Freya just with a sliver, a pixel of health.
Yes, but a pixel is enough, as the red team have gained dominance over this point, but this point's basically worthless now. Even if they cap it, they're only going to get 20 points. They got to start making headway onto point D. Oh, but the blue team is spawning very far away from it. I think red team will have plenty of time to get to point D.
They can take a leisurely stroll, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the smells of the refinery.
Balana saying here, remember, suiciding on purpose will get you minus points. Yes, right. Remember that. Don't
You're
try
not proving that in court. I don't know what happened. I got caught on the scenery.
Got caught on the scenery. He got my armor down. He killed me with the gap mortar. See it all the time. Anyway, shenanigans here. Ducking behind some cover as the poke settles in. Okay, Shenanigans has got to pull some crazy shenanigans and live up to its name here. It's got to duck and dive around the poke, and the Udon Goof's got to get in that point and block it. But he's taking serious fire here. The armor's down on the Shenanigans. Oh, look at him! Oh, look at the Shenanigans! Heroic flying here! Oh, but he hits a mine!
What is he doing right now?
He's trying to get under the point, Pepper Paradox. Okay. Oh, Freya with an incredible ram!
Oh. Day ruined.
No, moves like Quagga with a great ram. Oh, it's a conga line of great rams here. Moves like Quagga hydring up, going high into the sky, but the poke managing to follow.
Hitting that flight ceiling, just trying to use verticality to his advantage, trying to dodge all this fire and gat. He's doing a pretty good job as his hull goes down, but Myra Hilton coming in behind these red chips. Moves like,
oh, but you can't be able to get but he hits a mine and he crashes into the ground. Oh my goodness.
That is that. Myra Hilton going to be trundling along. No, just on the...
Myra Hilton just needs to stay on the periphery of that point and block it. That's still 100 points to be had here. That's a substantial amount. It would behoove Myra Hilton to get in there and block it, so Udon Goofed and Poke will not cap.
Poke going up for the poke. Boop. There we go.
Poking Myra out of the way, allowing Udon Goof to get the cap. That's 85 points. That's nothing to sniff at.
Exactly. There it rains in, that Banshee. And I'm not surprised. Blue team with their two squids just poof poof, dying instantaneously in most of these engagements. The Shenanigans coming in for the 1v3. Red team not concerned at all about the remaining 60 points, just moving on to the next.
Poke just murdering that squid there, unfortunately.
And it looks like Gap Mortar is the decider in this game. Just that extra bit of just cemented meta.
And that's not to say that Udon Goofed isn't contributing here. Oh, Udon Goofed is definitely contributing a lot more than I expected him to.
Indeed. That fire puts that little bit of strain and fear in the hearts of their enemies.
Oh, and Udon Goof giving the moves like Quagga a bit of the bounce on the head there. Moves like Quagga. He's got them moves like Quagga. He's got them moves like Quagga as he ducks and dives under these mines and flames. Oh, a big hit on the moves like Quagga.
There goes that Banshee from Freya, I believe. Raining in there. No.
Myra Hilton a little bit close. Really a bit too... Oh, another big mine hit on the poke. Still a little...
Goof. Using all three guns to their advantage beautifully. They toss a mine or two, get a couple big explosions, and then they just turn... Ooh, hitting his own mine there. Not a very good plan. But yeah, he uses the Banshee on the left side to just get that extra poke in there.
I'm actually quite interested in this Myra Hilton build. I mean, basically he just backpedals away from the poke, firing his Hades as he does, and when the poke gets too close, he just spews a mine in his face. However, the poke has closed the distance. But he gets another mine on his head just as he was about to get finished with a gap mortar.
There's that fire. Torching his back end. You're trying to get rid of those engines, and here he goes, evaporating into Lego bits.
I mean, I have seen these mine insert weapon here builds on these Pyramidians lately, and that is just the science behind it. Just whenever somebody charges you, you just backpedal and fire one in their face, and it's very simple, very effective at times.
Like Quagger just trying to get in on the Freya. Freya just hit both mines.
Oh my goodness. And now moves like Quagger coming in on the Freya, but moves like Quagger's getting blindsided here by the poke.
Another mine hit on the shenanigans. Spinning him out. These two squids are just trying to get anything done. And the mine hit on the poke there.
Oh, and moves like Quagger has got those stray duck blues as his armor gets taken down momentarily. However, moves like Quagger is managing to get some satisfaction here, ducking underneath as the poke and the Udon goof chase after shenanigans. I mean, this is the effectiveness of these two squids. They're just kind of harassing, and the red team isn't sure which one to focus on.
Shenanigans, quarter health, just trying. Oh, another mine hit. They're doing surprisingly well for how many mines they've hit in this engagement.
However, I just question the ability of these two squids, their finishing power. And that's the problem. If you want to cap that point, the lack thereof. If you want to cap the point, you need that finishing power.
Yeah.
Oh, poke just got caught between a mine and a hard place, and a Hades going down. Very nicely done by the Myra Hilton, just seeing the full potential of that build there.
And if they're lucky, they might get 20 some odd points out of this if they stay on the point and cap. But they don't seem to give a care.
I hope that these teams will get awarded like an extra point on the grand tally just for gratuitous use of mines. Certainly nothing wrong with that, as the point clock is about to tick over as A is being converged on. Looks like Freya's going to get there first, but the blue team are in hot pursuit. Isn't Freya like a cat chariot goddess? Asked Pitch Ipsy. Stream chat, you tell us.
A what?
Here's some fan interaction. The Guns of Icarus universe here.
There we go, Myra Hilton. Just trying to run in, poke right behind. With that standard gap mortar just ripping in.
Oh, the moves like Quagger coming in from behind on the Udon goofed. However, it's not enough to save the Myra Hilton.
There's a harpoon out between the Udon goofed and moves like Quagger. Quagger. And there we go. Fire. Fire at the disco. Fire at the Taco Bell. As moves like Quacker is being beaten, Quack and blue.
I think you went a few decades north for the Rolling Stones heyday there, Papa Paradox.
Black and blue is a Rolling Stones reference.
I know, but you had Fire at the Disco. Oh wait, Fire at the Disco. That was that other band.
That was.
What are they called again?
I don't know. That video is highly disturbing. It
doesn't matter. I remember the gay bar video. That was awesome. In the event, Shenanigans is on a tiny sliver of health, and it's no longer
Scenery getting its trillionth kill over the lifespan.
Yes, the Scenery claims yet another victim.
Here we go. Red team getting more points on the board. They're going to be defending this.
A superior finish. The superior finishing power of Red is paying dividends here, and Myra Hilton is not helping itself. I don't think we're coming in on its own, but I think he's just trying to hold it up while the two squids fortify B. But why wouldn't the squids be harassing? That's the question. Udon Goof's armor went down there, and now, very skillful use of the mines. Myra Hilton blocking off both sides of this sort of smokestack here. Oh, and he got a kill. He got a kill on the Udon Goof. There was just nowhere for him to go but into those mines and into those Hades. Very nice done by the Myra Hilton. But now Myra Hilton's too close for those mines to connect. The mines just slamming right into the hull of the ship as the Poke comes in. The Myra Hilton may be about to go down here. The next round of Gatling from the Poke. Oh, there's the Ram.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful wooden metal giblets bestrewing upon the lake that resides below them.
Oh, Papa, you missed your calling as a poet. You should have done poetry at university, not statistics. Papa Paradox.
Ooh, Freya taking a bump, or is that moonshine?
Oh, Freya just uppercutted shenanigans into the sky.
Dazed and confused.
As Papa Paradox considers the greyish beauty of the fjords below. Poke.
This reminds me of my home, like Fort McMurray.
This reminds you of Canada.
Yeah, dude, we have tailing ponds and refineries.
Refineries and grey sea, grey skies.
Welcome to Alberta.
Kind of reminds me of London a bit. In any event, the Poke getting blended down here. The balloons going down. The shenanigans comes in. Poke takes a big mine hit. And now the blue team.
Another death in Manchester. As Freya is the next up on the target.
God damn you reading Wikipedia. Stop cheating.
Is what? That was a reference? I didn't even know that, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Grey Industrial is Manchester in Britain, right? Come on.
Okay, I thought that was some kind of a Rolling Stones reference, but apparently not.
That's just me being clever.
You're just being clever. Well, very well done, Papa Paradox. I mean, you should have been in the Rolling Stones, obviously.
Freya taking a rain of fire. Rain spelt R-E-I-G.
A rain of fire. A rain of fire. And now Freya managing to kind of maneuver into this sort of
this whole
passageway here.
About to be mined. It's going to be filled with mines.
Oh, Freya is really frustrating the blue team here. They are preventing them from getting that 100-odd points. Oh, this has got to be so frustrating for the blue team.
Ooh, eating its own mine, moves like Quagger, just hitting that.
Freya will not die, and the blue team. This was the blue team's big comeback here.
There's that mine, just forcing them back down. That's what they needed, and just shredding that hull.
But Freya is ducking underneath again. Oh no, but Freya took a bounce. I think this is probably the end for the Freya.
This is just exemplifying the complete lack of killing power that the blue team does not seem to possess.
Yes, indeed, Papa Paradox. I would agree with you there. It seems that the blue team may be able to get sort of 60-odd points here, which will give them time to get over to C before it ticks over. So at least they've got something to show for it.
And the shenanigans and the moves like Quagger both have about a third of their health gone, and there's 2 red ships waiting for them on the next point.
However, the Freya is absolutely miles away, and with the superior speed, the blue team could converge 3-on-2 on the Poke and the Udon Goof before the Freya gets back in. This could be the blue team being able to fight back if they play their cards right.
There's that minefield. There's like Quagger avoiding. I like the idea of putting mines in clouds better than just leaving them out in the open. As the Poke gets blended down by a Carronade on the moves like Quagger, Udon Goof stand right with them.
Oh,
harpoon.
Moves like Quagger just circle strafing around. Oh, and now moves like Quagger's going underneath. The Udon Goof looks like he's getting bashed on the head. And now moves like Quagger is screaming, "Give me shelter," as the Poke comes in on the Myra Hilton. It's a 1-on-1, and once again, the Poke will have the advantages within the arming time of that mine. You don't hear me say that very often. Oh, but not too much behind, because the Poke just took a hit there. And now Freya's coming in to join the fight on the Myra Hilton. Shenanigans coming in on the Poke. It's just complete chaos here.
It's like Quagger trying to do the dance.
Moves like Quacker, legendary moves. Oh, very nicely done by the moves like Quacker, just bumping the nose cone. Yudong goofed off. Managing to get a bit of altitude, carronading down. The Yudong goofed, firing those flames. That standard kind of carronade flame combination on the moves like Quacker. Very standard for a squid.
Ooh, big ram. That fin just on the Freya, just catching the squid. Knocked him down just a little bit lower. Balloons down on Shenanigans. Just getting that back up. Moves like Quacker. Just surviving here. Enough to eat it a mine. That was just laying there for him.
Moves like Quagga has survived a phenomenally long time. Oh, and Freya just takes down. Yes. Just takes down the Shenanigans right there.
Moves like Quagga. That pixel worth of health. Just dancing around the poke. 100 points. None of the red team is underneath that cone waiting for the cap yet, though.
Yes. No, 2 of them are. And
okay. Where
there we
do these cones? How do these cones work? Is there like 4, 5, or is
5.
there only 1?
What do you mean?
What's the cone on the capture point look like?
The cone. Well, it's a cone, like an ice cream cone that emanates from It's an upside down ice cream cone. Emanates from the beacon. I feel we're at cross purposes here. You were asking me something different, but
no, that's what I was asking.
That was what you were asking. Okay, well there you go. Take that to the bank. Take it to the bank, everyone. Upside down ice cream cone. Hashtag Brick Hardcastle.
2014. There's a platform you can run on.
There's a platform I can run on indeed. Once again, I've seized back the mantle of political relevance. Oh dear.
Ice cream cones today, ice cream cones tomorrow.
And now the Gatling coming in, that standard meta poke coming in with the rear ending, the Myra Hilton. However, the Shenanigans blending him down. But it looks like the poke is going on undeterred. Firing the Gatling on the Myra Hilton. Looking for a ram in the rear.
Is that carronade going to work?
Oh, but the poke's arcs are off slightly.
Just a tap. Just a tap. 2 red ships sitting on that point. Waiting.
I think Poke
3v1s.
Oh, Poke. Abby hit that ram with slightly too much force and knocked her arcs off. Was not able to get the finish on the Myra Hilton. And now the squids are just converging on the Poke like a swarm of angry ants. Not the most flattering.
Wasps.
An even less flattering analogy there from Papa Paradox, but it'll have to do. And now the Poke is taking serious fire now. The Poke looks like he's about to go down as the Gatling and the carronade rains in. There's another Hades shot, but the lack of finishing power. Poke crashes.
Just the reverse butt ram on the moves like Quacker. He goes into scenery shenanigans.
Yes, you done good. Showing some moves of his own. Moves like Quacker is crashing into the scenery. Oh, that big old shotgun of Freya hitting its mark on the balloon of the moves like Quagga, and the moves like Quagga has gone down. The Midnight Rambler has fallen at last. Now on to the next Rolling Stones album. Oh, this is good. This is good. Not sure how I'm going to work brown sugar in, but I'll find a way. In any event, we've got a wall of mines here between the Myra Hilton, the Shenanigans, the Yudong Goofed, and the Freya. Look at all those mines. Oh, my goodness.
Who will be the next sacrifice to the muddy waters below?
Freya. Oh, my goodness. Did you see that? Oh, I think we got to get an instant replay on that, folks in the production truck. And now the Poke coming in on the Myra Hilton with the Gat and the mortar.
Cool. Big explosion there.
Just look in the instant replay here. The Yudong Goofed It's going, boom! Hits like 2 or 3 mines at once.
Nailed the Muddy Waters reference, though. So, you know what?
Yeah.
10 points on the board.
Nicely done, Papa. I think we should have our own caster scoreboard as well. Oh, the shenanigans is
getting caught up, and that Gat's just chipping away at his hull there. He just sits there, defiantly blocking the cone, the upside down ice cream cone.
Gunner Gentle Wheatley firing relentlessly with a charged ammo on that heavy carronade, taking down the balloon. The shenanigans for the Freya. The Freya's moving out the way. I think these teams have just realized that it's E is the point you need to be.
Blue is just a regular's beggar banquet right now. Needs to get points on the board.
And the only thing I can say to both these teams is you gotta move.
Myra Hilton eating flames from the Udon Goof, already starting that engagement on the point that has yet to cycle to. And the poke and the moves like Quagger.
Once again, we see the battle of the mine pillars. Myra Hilton getting the better of it here. I feel Myra Hilton has the slight advantage being able to fire with that Hades while backpedaling. Oh, but Myra Hilton hits another mine just as I say that. Oh, moves like Quacker just zipping right past the poke and the Freya. And blue team have managed to capture point E. This has been a fairly competitive match.
Oh, there's that mine getting torched on its way out. Still.
Oh my god, look how many mines. I think we might see another, one big mine hit on the Freya. And now Freya trying to get arcs on Myra Hilton, but Myra Hilton looks like he's crashing into the scenery here. Myra Hilton backing off slightly.
Poke just right back into the water.
Yes, Poke looks like he's having an issue with the moves like Quacker here. The flame going down on the Poke. Everything's on fire or disabled. Not much the Poke can do.
A lot of the finishing power on these disabled squids is the scenery.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
So a lot of as you want the red team to be as close to the ground as physically possible. Here we go, Myra Hilton. Eating lots of fire, Freya. Trying to contribute. Where's that carronade? There it is. Big hits. One more shot. Ooh, nice arc toss by the Udon Goof.
Myra Hilton's engines are all down. Most of the components are down. Myra Hilton's completely crippled. It would only take Freya to turn around and do a little bit of carronading and ramming to finish him off. I'm not sure what Freya is. Ah, yes, Freya's going to the next point. It's that time. It's that 60-second mark where teams start thinking of heading to A. Their timing is impeccable. I mean, it would be very easy, I feel, to kind of get caught up in so much in the battle, you just forget about moving to the next point.
But yeah, they're surprisingly focused on the task
Very
at
focused.
hand.
This has been a...
Blue team is catching up quite a bit.
This has been, a very long, hard-fought game, but these teams are maintaining their concentration and their composure.
Delana pointing out that points are cap-based, not on points, but on the actual capture itself. So these teams maybe just letting this linger out for the extra points that they'd receive from capping more points.
Oh, Shenanigans coming in with his Gatling carronade combination, but taking heavy damage as he does. Shenanigans on a pixel of health here.
Freya going to be just stopping before they back into that. Excellent situational awareness from Freya's captain. I don't feel like pronouncing that. Konani and something.
Konani. Oh, you done goofed, giving moves like Quagga a little bit of a bop on the heads. Moves like Quagga has managed to get away from the U-Done Goof, though. Managed to get underneath point A, crucially. Look at the blue ships right now. 2 of them are on a tiny sliver of health. And moves like Quagga's in a very bad spot. Looks like U-Done Goof coming in for the big ram for the finish. Oh, but he hits a mine! Moves like Quagga goes down to the carronade Freya anyway.
Leaving Shenanigans to clean up their dirty work.
Oh, it looks like red team's going to get the cap here. Shenanigans can't get back in on time. There we go. That's going to put blue team in the danger zone after these
Big
points.
Bang on the Freya.
After the points to finish ticking down.
Bigger bang on the Shenanigans.
By the time these points have finished ticking down, red team will be over 500 points deep. Only take 1 point after this for the red team to win. Blue has an opportunity engaging in their spawn on B. This is Blue's last chance to make a big comeback. They're going to have to pull out something special here. Blue team taking a staggered harassment approach as red moves on to point B.
Moves like Quacker, just undercover here. Trying to get in behind these 2 red ships.
I think moves like Quagga might have gotten a bit too undercover there. He's got to intercept Freya before he gets to point B. There we go. The carronade going down on the Freya, but moves like Quagga's got to be careful. All these mines that are just lying around from God knows what.
Ooh, lots of red hits. Shenanigans. I'm hearing an electric noise lately. Can you fill me in on what that is?
I hope it's not me.
It's like a Gatling gun buff or something.
That may be. And now the poke looks like it's coming in with big ram. The moves like Quagga, trying to duck underneath. Oh, the moves like Quagga.
You done goofed.
Oh, how did he goof?
He's just trying to like 0 engines. He's just sitting dead in the water right now.
Freya's going back to its favored spot here, just between this little gap. It's been there once before. And now moves like Quagga getting focus fired, getting stomped down with a poke. Excellent squid piloting there. Moves like Quagga ducking underneath, staying alive. Now coming in to help focus fire on Freya.
Ooh, going for the ram. Freya just going to be accelerating into nothing as moves like Quacker just gets past them. All right, Hilton getting torn apart by Gats as the Shenanigan. No, Quacker evaporates.
Now poke. Oh, there we go. Now blue are down 2 ships. Shenanigans is the final hope of the blue team here. He's got to give his allies time to respawn, but the Shenanigans hits a big mine. Poke is about to get Shenanigans in his gun arcs.
Once
Armor's
again,
down.
with the aftermath that his friends left for him.
Oh, one more mortar shot will do it. There we have it. And now there's 3 on point B. The point is rapidly getting capped. Moves like Quagga coming in as fast as he can to try and block the point. Here he comes. Willie, he's done it. TimmyB has blocked storage facility.
We'll see how long he can stay alive with these 2 Pyramidians about to start raining down on him.
Yes, in his desperate attempt to block, he might have left himself a little bit exposed to the U-Done Goofed. Now moves like Quagga's is heavily on fire, but he manages to escape.
Though. Out on some scenery.
Oh, look at them poke ramming the Myra Hilton from the side. Nicely
Freya
done.
tarring somewhat. Or no, not tarring. That was just random black smoke. Oh, that must have been
Looks like Quagga expertly staying right on the edge of that capture point. Oh, but he's finally been forced to get away. No, well, allowing Shenanigans to get time to block. Oh, blue are fighting for this point. They are not going to let them have it easily.
He just got under that oil container just in time. Maybe not of his own volition, mind you.
Blue team just saying here, if you want to beat us, lads, you better pack a lunch. As the saying goes. I love that saying. It's so ridiculous. And now Poke getting hit repeatedly with the Hades as it takes another mine hit. And Blue team have done it. They've just barely managed to save point B.
Red team with lead pipes and packed bologna sandwiches. Comment and meet Blue.
Yeah, they're ready for the picnic of a lifetime, I'll tell you that.
Udon Goof's just trying to stick around. Might be going for these 45 vanity points at this point.
Udon Goof, he's gonna get the cyber police on ya. Consequences never be the same. Now the Freyas managed to get a great ram kill here on the moves, on the shenanigans. Now it just needs to backpedal onto the point. Be ready for the upcoming 3v2 skirmish.
Katie's just falling a bit short now. Hits start raining.
I feel red team might have left themselves a little bit exposed in their desperation to get to the point C. Moves like Quagga coming up to intercept Poke as the Hades continue to rain in.
All right, Hilton. Red team at a very big hold disadvantage right now.
It's true, but they still got the numbers. If they can just make this engagement go a bit longer, they can really make it count.
Poke, that's their big damage dealer. If they get rid of them, then they might have a shot. Here we go.
Oh my goodness, the Poke goes down. Blue team hanging on.
Freya trying to follow that ship, but the moves like Quag are expertly piloted by TimmyB. This is just being that annoying wasp. Let's buzz.
Oh, moves like Quagga once again in a near-death situation, but a squid is perpetually in a near-death situation. Pretty much.
The perpetual death machine.
Yes. And now Blue team, they're in a 3-on-1. They're fighting back. They're pulling, they're scratching, they're clawing.
Pulling hair out, throwing mines at people. There we go.
Climbing Jacob's ladder. I'm bored of making Rolling Stones puns. Now I'm going to go into Huey Lewis and the News territory. Just because.
I've made at least 5. Feel free to go watch the VODs.
I feel I've made about 5 or 6.
You missed one, though.
Oh, I missed one.
Yeah, with all the damage these ships are taking, the pilots are probably saying, NG! NG!
Ah, there you go. You're good. Anyway, you know who else is good? Moves like Quagga coming in to intercept Poke.
After that neck-breaking transition.
You know who else is going to get their neck breaking? Poke. If he keeps on taking the carronade of the flame like this.
His neck is going to get so breaking.
Breaking.
I can do worse, actually. It's I have heard that for many ships in this game, it's hip to have a flare.
Damn it, where's
Brilliant.
my soundboard?
Oh, moves like Quagga hydroing up above the Poke. Oh, into another mine. Oh, my goodness. The mines are just redunculous on this map thus far. Myra Hilton firing mines above the Freya, just giving Freya very few options here. Goes down into another mine, taking the Hades the entire time. Udon Goof coming back in with the flame.
Moves like Quack are just staying alive.
Moves like Quagga on a pixel of health. They're deep in enemy territory here. They cannot die. Whatever happens, they cannot afford a single death.
Sammy BT saying, please let me introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. Whilst flaming Pope.
He's a dead man, I'm afraid.
Freya just sitting on the point. On with Udon goofed. That weird side flame combination that the Udon goof keeps using.
Oh!
Fairly effective.
Pope taking a little bump from the mine, but continuing to come in. Now Shenanigans getting flamed down. Myra Hilton as well. The blue team's chances are starting to fade.
Oh, red team getting a bit too close for comfort there. But they do manage to sit on that final blue enemy who was managing to block there. Point.
You done
Alright,
goof
Hilton
Pope.
back.
Oh, look at this beautiful pair of focus fire here. Managing to focus on the Myra Hilton without bumping each other's arcs off. Very nicely done by Pope, and you done goofed. They're driving him off the point now. They just need to get on the point and drive away the Myra Hilton a little bit more. They can start capping.
Oh, Pope going a little too far forward. Losing their arcs on the Myra Hilton with
Now-
just a shred of hull health left.
And now here comes the moves like Quacker.
There's that carronade from Freya. And the fire to complement it. Red team seems to be abandoning this point. Again, that 60-second mark of screw it. I'm going to the next point.
Well, I mean, if moves like Quacker can recover here, he'll definitely be dancing in the streets, victorious, possibly making a vaguely homoerotic video with David Bowie. And nothing wrong with that. I'd be honored to.
I'd make a vaguely homo.
I'd be honored to make a vaguely homoerotic movie with David Bowie.
Oh, a movie. A movie. I was
Oh, wait. I just meant a music video. Oh, well, there we go. Brick just revealing more of himself than he probably should have done there. As the Freya comes back in, it's a one-on-one confrontation with Shenanigans. Oh, TMI there by Balana in chat. Oh, Freya with a big ram on the Shenanigans. Shenanigans hull and balloon has gone down. Freya is getting the better of this engagement. Doesn't have quite enough finishing power to get the kill just yet. But Udon Goof's coming in. Looks like he wants to finish the job. Udon Goof's on a collision course with Shenanigans. Boom!
Not as much happened there as I thought it was. He actually took more damage from the tap from the refinery standing still. Ooh,
Hilton coming in on
the
the fire.
carronades.
I'm wondering if we've got a time limit at this point. This has been a really hard-fought match. Neither team giving up an inch here.
Hi again, once again, Dan here, folks. There is no time limit. Excuse me. There is no time limit on TimmyB games. Although, in keeping in with the theme of today's events, after all this, after all the puns, I just want to go back in time.
Very nicely done.
Sorry, Dan, you can't always get what you want.
You're fired.
Again?
And now the poke closing the distance on the Myra Hilton. The Myra Hilton about to go down here. Poke going for the big ram. And gets the finish.
And this is just absolutely just trench warfare at this point.
Knockdown, drag out battle. You can just feel the seething hate and resentment between these two teams, stubbornly refusing to give up an inch.
Both sides just sitting in their trenches, letting the artillery do nothing.
God, I don't know if I call this trench warfare. I call this kind of a lumberjack boxing match. Just beat each other senseless to their raw and bloody in a orgy of pointless, futile violence.
Lumberjack Flash?
Yes. And now Shenanigans. It won't die. It won't die. However, Shenanigans is well above the cap point. Freya needs to stay down.
Ooh.
Freya needs to stay below the cone. Freya needs to cap this point.
Prodigal Son returns, just staying alive. Myra Hilton, the one person who seems to be taking down some hull on the blue team. Seems like Baker seems to be getting a lot of hits on Freya, none of which seem to be doing much.
Poke making a break for A. Oh, just getting clearance over that jagged-looking rock there. Managing to outpace the Myra Hilton. However, around the other side is the Udon Gooft, outpacing moves like Quagga for the time being. And now the final countdown on A has begun. Could this be the final battle at long, long last?
3 minutes on the board. Here we go again. Katie's just going in between those two oil pillars. Man, I should really learn what this equipment is called.
Oh, harpoon! Oh, harpoon!
And sandwiched. Oh, Freya just trying desperately to get that ram. Ooh, big carronade hits. And a tap.
Freya with a big rockstar ram on moves like Quagga, smashing him into the scenery.
It seems to me, since my return back, that rams don't do a whole hell of a lot unless they're right beside a building or some piece of scenery. Fran needs to be careful, going a little too fast.
Oh, big bounce.
All right, Hilton throwing in some mines after that hit probably disintegrated their armor. So yeah, caught between two blue players. Shenanigans.
And another harpoon. I believe this time it's from the Udon Gooft on the Myra Hilton. I'm not sure what good it did.
Squid.
All right, now the Udon Gooft has the rear of the Myra Hilton. What is he going to do with it? That sounded very dodgy out of context. Never mind. Oh, the poke coming in with a big ram on the Myra Hilton. And there's the finish. Could it be? Could there finally be a cap here? We've had a long drought of them.
Neither ship is quite in cone yet.
They just have to get a bit more in the code.
Just get the point. Get the point. Get there. There we go.
There we have it. Oh,
Ooh.
big mine on the moves like Quagga. Lana saying we gotta give the blue team a point for tanking the shit out of this. No diggity, no doubt.
Red team on their way to the next whiskey bar.
Oh, another kind of half-hearted ram by the poke on the moves like Quagga.
There we go, that gallon.
Boom. Oh, and if you thought... It's just been a bit of a stalemate the last few point battles, I feel. Blue team have kind of gotten the hang of this now. You done goofed and Freyr have to be careful. They're getting a bit too far away from that capture point. Shenanigans could duck underneath it. And that's exactly what he's doing. Freyr trying to backpedal towards the point, remembering the importance of positioning.
Going for the butt ram, but nowhere near.
Oh, his butt is very far away from its intended target.
Mira Hilton getting 2 lanes of fire. What I can see. You done goofed.
Freya also taking a lot of fire.
Ooh, poke big ram on Myra Hilton. Not doing a whole hell of a lot though. You done goofed and poke. Try to concentrate.
Well,
fire. There's that mortar.
There's that mortar. There's that cold, conventional killing power of the Gap mortar getting the job done.
Well, we are once again right beside the blue team spawn, are we not? So they don't have too long to kill these 2 ships and try to get a point cap down. Especially when your point of focus is moves like Quagger, who is just adept at avoiding fire.
Shenanigans, though, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, all dressed up. Nowhere to go. And Shenanigans goes down.
There's the Myra Hilton already on her way in. There's that tar from the moves like Quagger.
Yes, moves like Twagger, so actually, yeah, making use of that tar now. Hasn't made as much use of it as I thought he would have done.
And Myra Hilton back on the scene.
Oh, Pope taking a big mine hit. You done goofed, Poke, both losing their balloons, both getting blended down here.
And the fire just trying to get that engine down on Freya, but before ram on Myra. But once again, the blue team spawn just so close.
Oh, Myra crashing into the ground, but staying alive.
Making a good choice, going to C already. Red team's gonna have a hell of a time on this next point. They go in with their current armor.
Shenanigans is outrunning You Done Goofed.
And Poke, their main damage dealer, trundling near the end here.
Shenanigans on the point, firing a mine in reverse.
Already getting the gat on the You Done Goof.
You Done Goof turning its side guns, interestingly, so he can harpoon the moves like Quagger and miss. Confusing choice of action there by the You Done Goofed. In any event, he's now getting double teamed here. Moves like Quagger coming in with the carronade and the flame, spraying that flame everywhere. Ugh.
Myra now coming in behind those 2 red ships. We'll see if the You Done Goof can hold out long enough. You're bouncing off scenery and it's not looking too good.
That carronade on the front of moves like Quacker, heavily adept at killing balloons quickly. And the flame, good for spreading fire stacks, making it very difficult for engineers. There we go, Dan. There's talking about weapons for those who might not be so familiar, diversifying our audience.
Shenanigans. Freya ripping in with that heavy carronade. Poke needs to start getting that mortar in. Start hitting the hull with that gat. There we go. Hull's down. That mortar fire, Poke. Come on. There we go.
Oh, those Hades shots just missing the mark on the You Done Goofed, unfortunately.
Done Goof doing a very good job of staying alive here.
Shenanigans, though, getting smashed by the Poke. And now Red Team have a 3-on-2 advantage. Can they finally bring this one home? They do not need many points here. They just need to cap.
They need 1 cap. Myra Hilton abused from the last point, along with the red team. All heavy damage. The Poke
Yes, this has been a Herculean odyssey of a match, if I can just mix and match my Greek mythology there.
Oh, just trying to stay alive is one of the toughest hull bearers yet. Hilton.
Poke taking permahull, moves like Quagga.
Very good job. They're not doing a whole lot. I think they're just opting to die at this point.
Oh, you don't think intentional suicide teleports?
No.
No.
They got one guy there. It looks legit.
It seems legit to me. Moves like Quagga might be disabling Poke and just abandoning him here to get to the next point. As, I mean, oddly enough, Freya's just kind of moonwalking backwards towards point D. Not sure why. In any event, Shenanigans making him pay for it. Coming in from behind. Doing with a ram. Taking some of his own permahull there.
There's that
Young Goof. Udon Goof resolutely moving towards D. He'll probably get there just in time for it to tick over. If Freya can just hold up Shenanigans, Udon Goof might finally end this match.
Shenanigans getting chipped away here. If a blue takes a death at this point, I mean, D is where the Reds have it easiest. Their spawns
well,
are
I mean,
right by there.
It can moves like Quagga get back in time to block the point from Udon Goofed? I think it can. Freya's in hot pursuit, though. Udon Goof firing on the moves like Quagga. Moves like Quagga can't be too hasty here. If he gets killed, it's just as bad as him not getting there in time to block. Moves like Quagga goes on over. Making Freya pursue, spewing tar in his wake. Allowing Shenanigans to come back in. Very nice.
And block the point as well.
Very nicely done.
Ooh, big
but Shenanigans takes a minute, blowing him out of the way of the point.
And Poke may be able to get some gap mortar on Shenanigans, freeing that point up, but Meyer Hilton's right there. Stopping their engines, which was a very good decision.
Poke's got the inside track on the Myra Hilton, but the Myra Hilton damage being dealt by the Shenanigans on the Poke, allowing Myra Hilton to win that engagement.
John Goof's gonna get some mines here. Oh, didn't deploy yet. She kind of shrugged off the front. Swagger. Oh, big mine into scenery there, and then evaporates from the little bit of Banshee fire that Udon Goof just supplemented in there. Shenanigans now in a 2v1. Meyer Hilton just getting back in after killing Poe.
Now Myra Hilton has got the altitude and the rear of the Udon Goofs.
Again, the scenery just killing these squids.
Oh, look at that mine kill. Excellent. Placing it just right above the corner of the balloon. Nicely done.
Poke is now 100% hull, coming in to rain some gap mortar on the Myra Hilton.
Yep, Poke coming back in, using its spawn to its advantage.
Needs to stop charging.
Myra Hilton's moon shining, but I don't think he can get out of this one. Oh, can he? Myra Hilton maneuvering around the side of the Poke's arcs. The Poke reversing, managing to get its arcs on once again. The Gatling going down, the Myra Hilton, the armor's down. Just need a few mortars to finish the job. Oh my god, but he just won't die. He will not die.
Staying alive. They have two people on the hull right now, just trying to keep themselves alive.
Freya just so desperate to kill the Myra Hilton, he just rams into his ally.
Oh, here we go. Dunk Squad sitting on top of him. Poke takes him out.
At long last, but there's only 28 points left. I'm not... Is that enough? I think it's... I don't know if it's enough.
Oh, just under.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Red have to Red have to get another point.
Slug it out. The Udon Goof is just trying to brawl with shenanigans at this point. Just watch out for these mines that are just circling around him. There's that Banshee just trying to clip shenanigans right in the engines.
Shenanigans, everything's a fire stack on it right now.
Nice. Here's squid number 2.
Once again, these squids just employing this guerrilla tactics
shenanigans
here.
hitting its own mines, I believe. Poke, no.
Oh, Poke. Great charge on the Myra Hilton. Udon Goof goes down, though.
Oh, Poke taking more damage than they gave to the Myra Hilton off the scenery, taking about a 3rd down and descending.
Fatigue might be starting to set in for these pilots.
Would not doubt that in the slightest. The mine, gotta watch out. Watch out, Poke. Go back up, Poke. Just going to the side.
Poke wisely not moving forward into those mines, but he is taking continuous Hades fire. He's taking permahull now.
It was like Quacker coming in to help finish the job. Myra Hilton to avoid their own mines. Getting really confused on whose mines are whose.
Another mine going out towards the Poke.
Udon Goof trying to help Freya out with shenanigans.
Poke is pinned down here, but it just doesn't matter because blue team can't seem to get the better of this situation.
Udon Goof trying to get their Banshee fire out of the way it moves like Quackbar so they can start dealing permahold to shenanigans.
Oh, another harpoon goes out, misses its mark.
Poke just
Oh, shenanigans hit a big mine.
It's like Quackbar starting to take that permahull. Red hits everywhere. Poke again, just tanking it.
Moves like Quagger in dire
3
straits
people,
here.
including the pilot.
Nice butt ram. Nice butt ram by the Freya. Smashing moves like Quacker down into the scenery. But I'm not going for the Goomba Stomp, though. Not finishing him off.
Just like that. There they go, finally going down.
At long last.
Had 2 engineers and the captain sitting on hull on the Poke. Quite a long
And here we are again. And we get back to A. These teams now, yes, you can tell the fatigue setting in. These teams are now quite late heading to A.
If this goes to B, Red is going to have a very tough time. I mean, they were having a tough time at B, which is very red-sided.
Yeah, Red needs to tie this up now. Red's got the head start on them. They're a little bit ahead. We just take a quick look at the map.
Needs to just finish tying the noose and pull the lever.
Very nice, Papa. Very nice. Kind of horrifying, but very nice. And now the Poke has the rear end of
riding a mine. Believer that a slow Hades. Moves like Quackbar could have been tossing him out from behind. Quackbar trying desperately to just hold his point. Red's captain.
Like Quagga using tar and mines to dissuade his pursuer here. Oh, Poke is getting deep into that tar, dangerously deep. All the guns going out. Engines too. Poke's armor's down. Oh, just
Myra Hilton going
deep
up
in that tar.
Poke, where's Poke? Poke just dancing around the oil derrick at this point.
Poke just got tarred really badly.
Blue
now
really knows how to focus. Who to focus, rather. They know that Poke is Red Team is the main damage dealer.
that is true. Take out the damage dealer and
Stay alive a little bit longer.
oh yes.
Things are looking very grim for Blue Team at this moment in time. Shenanigans is
Oh, Freya, great interception, managing to stop the shenanigans from going above. Now it's going to be a carronade fight. However, Freya has the bigger carronade. Freya, I'm sure, would very much... Oh, yes, Shenanigans getting dangerously close to some scenery. He could get scenery rammed here if he's not careful, but Freya goes over. Freya goes over. Toro.
You just need to. There's the Banshee going to finish off Shenanigans. Come on. Oh, just getting that hull back up in time.
Oh, you done goofy for ram on Shenanigans and finishes him.
Move like Quackbar is just about to be in here. They need...
You said Quackbar.
Sorry. Wow. It's a blast from the past.
It's a trap. Don't go in there.
All right, Hilton, just hanging on. There we go. Now they need this cap. They need this cap.
Looks like Quack.
He's just gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Oh, he blocked it. Holy shit, he blocked it. Oh my god. A second or two longer and they would have won this game, but Savvy BT blocks it. Oh my god. Oh, this red team must be going insane at this point. But he's ducking underneath. He won't die.
They're getting desperate. They're making a lot of mistakes here. Shenanigans. You really need to take out Quagger.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a save.
And Shenanigans by our hilt are going to be coming in. And the next point is B. Oh, man. You can see them already heading out.
And there we go. The cap's already going down to the Myra Hilton. The red team's quite a long way away. The Freya's getting carronaded down, but the Freya's trying to use his forward momentum just to get underneath B. But Myra Hilton's rapidly capping it. Myra Hilton, can it get a block? Oh! Holy shit, that was a Matrix moment right there. I think we need an instant replay if we can. He just fired it right into its path and the goldfish just evaporated.
Blue team just returning the whole no quarter notion down to the very last second. Amazing. Ooh, big mine hit on the Myra Hilton. Udon Goof doing a pretty good job. Shenanigans ramming into it. There's a couple harpoons.
And now, I mean, blue team could sort of get close to tying this up now.
Yeah, they are very, very much in this game right now. Especially with the point currently being B and capped.
Yes, indeed.
Red team not getting that block down.
Yeah, they'll be on about 540 by the time this point is ticked over. And, yeah, either way, it'll be surely, just 1 point left for either team to win.
Don't call me Shirley.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay,
there.
Mrs. Temple.
Thank you there, Leslie Nielsen.
Udon Goof. Last bastion. Red Hope. As the blue light flickers on their hull to mock them.
Yes, they need to finish off Udon Goofed and get on to C. Actually, it doesn't look like Shenanigans and moves like Quacker are going to wait. They're going to get right on C. They want this win. They want it badly. Neither of these teams want to have fought this long to lose. And there goes Udon Goofed. Now Lamar and Hilton can head to C. It's going to take a long time before those red ships can get back. The blue team might actually win this.
If they get this next point, probably the W right there.
Oh, it's all going to depend on how well Freya plays this. Moves like Quacker going high.
And Shenanigans going to be coming up right behind Freya. Quackbar going to be going lower, probably tarring them on the way past. Ooh, Freya doing a very good job of backpedaling and just trying to stay with it.
Oh, but maybe he's doing too good a job, though. He's getting pushed away from the point. Here comes Shenanigans. Shenanigans almost looks like he's going for a ram, but he goes over.
There's that
I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this.
Quagger throwing up that tar. A good play, momentarily blinded. But Poke way overextending. They just want to get some points on the board. That's what it looks like. Needs to get a bit lower. Needs to get in that cone. And you can see both blue ships jumping right on top of Poke. Myra Hilton coming in. You done goof. Needs to get in here as quickly as possible. Ooh, big mind. Mind.
Papa Paradox's brain turns to mulch. And talking of mulch, it looks like the Poke is about to turn the Myra Hilton into it, but the Myra Hilton backing off with the moonshine. And once again, we've got a straight fight here. It's 3v3. Blue team did not parlay their advantage quickly enough.
Quagger hitting mines. Quagger. Keep saying Quagger.
Quackbar.
Okay.
Freya's armor's down, but there's no explosive to follow it up.
He's just getting chipped away very slowly.
Yudon Goof's got to be careful. Oh, he's right next to two mines, and he hit one of them.
There's tar. He's just sitting in tar.
Oh, look at that! Moves like Quackbar going down to just a random mine there, but the Yudon goofed. Yudon goofed. Moves like Quack.
They're gonna hit. One more big carronade fire, but he's gonna go right over top of Freya.
Shenanigans, tenaciously, but Shenanigans can't stray too far
away.
Too far away. The cat's begun. Shenanigans, what are you doing? What are you doing, Shenanigans? What are you doing? And there we have it. Shenanigans.
Oh, this might be GG.
Shenanigans runs away. And that's it.
That's it.
Well, a little bit surprising the Shenanigans wouldn't fight it out to the bitter end, but there we have it. And finally, after an epic battle, Red Team is victorious.
I think I have a sound effect for this.
Yes, the children scream with joy. The jumping, amazing, super optimistic Noodle Squad, Tea Time, and the Crimson Sky Menace are victorious here.
What a game it was.
Oh, I think I need to lie down. Okay, everyone, that was the final game in our TimmyB tournament week 2. However, everyone, stay tuned. 15 minutes, we'll have the community chat, so stay tuned for that. Until then, see you later, Space Cowboy.